What's up everybody, BB1XS here for another tower video. In today's video we're doing episode 4 of my tower tour, and we got a special video going for you today. Just give me one moment right here. We're about to get everything rolling with the 4th iteration of my own tower. Here we go boys, let's get started. Alright, in last episode, we were just shy of 480 trillion, and now in today's episode, looking at our stats, we're at 665 trillion, so just shy of 200 trillion in 1 week's time. As you see there, just got some extra boost in my stones. We're up to 36,000 now. Moving down, you can see here, I've done a little bit of progress. Tier 12, we got up to 4,200. Tier 13, we beat that 2,500 mark. So I did try and get to 4,500 on tier 12 to get that 10% lab speed relic. Wasn't able to quite get it. We're going to work on that shortly. But tier 13, getting 2,500 did give me a little bit of gems and stones as well. And then with the update, we got our cells earned total now. So we're at 7 million total cells. Okay, moving in from there, we'll go into our recent runs. Just finished up this run right here, sitting at about 1.4 trillion an hour, roughly 140k cells. It's about where I've been at, roughly. Here's those 2 milestone runs for tier 13. We did make it back into champions and ran a champion run, so that's a little bit different from last video. We were back in silver in the last one. Here was that silver run right there. Made it to 1542. So, doing pretty good on here, slowly increasing our coins per hour. We're at that 1.4, 1.45 versus the other week being about 1.35-ish. So not too bad there. Going over into tournaments. Like I said, we got back into Champions League. We placed 3rd place in our Platinum League on the last one. And then in this champion match, we got 23. So just on the edge. There was only one other guy below me before the cutoff, but we're staying in champions for this next one, so not too bad there. Hopefully we'll keep progressing. Season's about to end on this. I will probably try and just finish this nuke mission out or something. If I can do at least 2 levels on it, I'll go for that and then potentially try for this, but I don't know if I'll be able to get 5 death-defies. The event shop, nothing new's happened here. Everything's bought out except for the Dabs relic that I want to buy. But we did get a little bit more into duration, and we're just slowly working on pumping that up. I don't think I'm going to spend anything yet. I'll wait for the next event before I try and pump this up more, just in case there's any good relics, and I'll just be able to buy everything out right then. New season started on the guilds. Already at 5 challenges done there. We have a new guardian chip slot that we can eventually get, but fetch is still at the same amount. Summons, I believe, up another click or 2 on duration. We'll eventually get this slot, and then in the actual shop we have all these new items here. These are pretty cool looking so far from what I can tell. Tower skin's not too bad. It kind of looks like a honeycomb in a way. Supernova's decent looking. It looks like it's probably gonna not be used just because of coins. R-Wing, that looks pretty good. I'll probably end up using that. And then Frank's Hot Dog. That one's funny. Okay. Into the relics here, we have Elemental Explosion, rend armor multiplier by 2%. That one's probably not the best. And we got the Scout chip here. Seems like a good one for glass cannon builds. Scouts enemies on screen. When active, all enemies are treated as being further away from the towers for damage calculations, so ×2 range bonus, basically for your damage per meter. Nothing new's changed on the damage tree. Everything's still the same as my previous videos. defense tree, same stuff for health and regen, but we did get another 100 points into wall health. In terms of utility upgrades, we're up a little bit more on the enemy attack level skips. Let's see, we'll go another click into there. We'll do another 2 clicks actually. So yeah, we're at 315 now on that. Health level skips are staying at the same point as they've been. And then in enhancements, everything's up to 1.45 on my damage tree. Health tree is now at a 1.5 for all the important stuff. And then we got another, I believe, click into coin bonus. I just did that the other day, and nothing new has changed on this portion. But then going back into my ultimate weapons, nothing's changed in the forefront of most of these, except for Chrono Field. We've brought the cooldown to a minute 40, and the duration's up to 24 seconds, with 11 seconds of it being from the lab. And we also got the Chrono Field damage reduction, because we're going to start doing a bunch of these labs for Chrono Field just to get this going, because with all those stones I got, we're going to be doing some work into this. Nothing new left has changed on here, except for Golden Tower is now at 48 seconds. It's got 2 more levels left on the lab, and then that'll be maxed out lab-wise, so it'll be sitting at 50 seconds, which is pretty good. But now, going into Chrono Field, we're going to give it a couple more clicks, so don't show this again. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, maxed Chrono Field cooldown. Still have 3,000 left to spend. I would prefer to bring this up to either 36 or 41 seconds. We'll see how much it's going to cost to get it to 36 seconds. Bam, now that's at, I believe, what's the math on that? 20-second base without labs, so 15 clicks in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 clicks in at this point. So we're at 36 seconds on it. We still have 1,400 stones, so let's try and get that to potentially 41. Bam, 41, perfect. 19-second difference now. We'll get a little bit into the speed reduction. 50-second speed reduction, that's a pretty solid base. Okay, now with Galaxy Compressor I should have this at permanent. Moving into my cards, nothing new here has changed. I still don't have masteries yet, so that's all just going to be the same there. On my modules, this is now at level 103. I did roll an orb speed mythic substat, but now we're down to a epic defense percent. I'm not sure if I want to boost that up any or not. However, we did get to Mythic Plus on Galaxy Compressor with Mythic Package Chance, Enemy Attack Level Skip, and Utility Upgrade. And now 17 seconds should be enough for us to almost have permanent Chrono Field. With the lab going, we'll eventually get that at permanent for tournament runs. But we only need 1 more Sharp Fortitude now for Ancestral, and based on my Galaxy Compressors, we only need 1 more for Ancestral on that as well. We've pulled a couple different epics throughout these past couple days, so Harmony Conductor, Singularity Harness, Negative Mass Projector, not good in my opinion. And then here's that Galaxy Compressor for that 3rd out of 4. Just bunch of fodder, otherwise we're just merging them all up to save our space. With our coin, or gems rather, I might do a poll on this. Just let me know if I should use my gems on modules or maybe save up for this next card slot here. I'm not too sure yet. But into the labs, we're running 3 labs at 4x speed, 2 at 3x. So you got reroll shards in right now. I'm going to put this up to level 40. Where is it? Right here, yeah. Up to level 40 on this, and then I'm going to slot mission shards in until level 40. Lab speed still going. It's at level 62, almost 63 at the moment. It's got another 12-ish hours to get to 63. we got our wall fortification. Where is that? Wall fortification up to 500%. So now we're doing wall regen. We're going to get this up to 130%. And then we're going to slot in wall thorns to try and get that to 12%. On this lab here, I was running just regular health. It's at level 32 at the moment. I was going to get this up to 40 to match the health regen, but at the moment I feel like Chronofield might do some decent work getting to a close to permanent state on that. Golden Tower duration, it's almost at max, and then we're going to slot in our Golden Tower bonus to get that probably to level 15 or 20. Just depends on how long that's going to take, and just kind of slot in between Golden Tower bonus, Spotlight coin bonus, and Deathwave coin bonus. Spotlight coin bonus does need a lot of love. I'd like to get that at least to 5 or 10 at base level. Deathwave coin bonus, that's just not going to be too bad. I have a couple of these short labs in here just so I can boost up my gem efficiency, because they did gem rush efficiency and mine's at a 1.45x. So not too bad on that. That'll help for shatter shards once that time comes around. But just scrolling through my labs, this is what I'm working with. Alright, moving out from there, I believe that's going to cover it for now. Just slowly working through this next week of missions. Let me know if I should use my gems into the module banner. If you know that there's going to be a new banner, let me know about that, or if you have any speculations about a new banner coming out, or if I should use my gems into a new card slot. But that's going to be it for at least this week's worth of progress. Not a lot, trying to go through just kind of quick to not make it stretch too long. There's only so much progress that's being made right now. I'm kind of slowing down on my coin progression each week. It's just staying towards that slow, like 200 trillion each week. But we're getting close to that one little queue. Alright.